Good afternoon. St. Louis County is a great place to live and to work and to raise a family with 1 million residents who call St. Louis County home. We're known for our professional, well-trained police department and for making public safety a priority. Operating the police department accounts for 48% of our general operating fund, and in 2017, the voters in St. Louis County passed a public safety sales tax known as Proposition P, and allowed us to give a well-deserved raise to our police officers and also to build 2 new police stations, which are currently under construction. The latest investment in public safety comes from our federal stimulus funds. State legislators approved a $23 million appropriation for St. Louis County public safety this year, and the County Council agreed to use $23 million for a local match. I worked with Majority Floor Leader Dean Plocher and State Senator Brian Williams to secure the state appropriation in a strong bipartisan effort, and we thank them for their work. I thought Senator Williams would be here with us today, and I hope he makes it this afternoon, but I know he had another event to go to as well. The combined $46 million appropriation for public safety will go to support a real-time crime surveillance center, an evidence control center, and also for police training. The projects and the details of those projects haven't been completely identified, and as those shake out, the county will go through a competitive bidding process. The police department will use the money for responsible and productive work that helps our residents, but also makes sure the police department and our officers have the equipment they need, and our police department continues to lead in anti-crime initiatives and police training in our community. I want to applaud the County Council for their thoughtfulness and their work in appropriating these funds. Earlier today, I signed a $5.6 million appropriation bill to support Child Care Aware, which is a child care nonprofit in Missouri that provides educational support for our child care workers. Last week, I signed a bill for $11 million for an appropriation to take down derelict buildings in unincorporated St. Louis County. And last Friday, I signed an $18.5 million appropriation for infrastructure improvements and small business assistance in South St. Louis County. As we're getting to the other side of the pandemic, we're continuing our investments in St. Louis County, leveraging our normal annual budget process with one-time pandemic relief funds, building infrastructure, supporting public safety, supporting our small businesses, and continuing our commitment to public health. With me today is Police Chief Ken Gregory, Councilwoman Shalonda Webb. I see Senator Williams is with us as well, and one of our police commissioners, the chairman of the Police Commission, Brian Ashworth. I'm going to ask each of them to make a few comments, and we're going to start with Police Chief Ken Gregory. Chief?
Good afternoon. We in law enforcement, whether locally, statewide, federally, or internationally, understand that crime has no boundaries. We also understand that crime can be controlled better if we work cooperatively with each other. With the funds that we are being allocated, we're in a position to build up an updated fusion center. Within this fusion center, we will also be our Regional Information and Intelligence Center, known as RIC, which was introduced in 2020. The Fusion and RIC Center will allow our agencies to gain intelligence, detect, prevent, apprehend, and respond to criminal and terrorist activities. With the new Fusion and RIC Center, we are looking to expand our capabilities with updated technology, with more regional personnel to continue our regional crime fighting initiatives, as well as detecting regional and international threats. Our agency was granted a Fusion Center in 2006, making us one of 80 Fusion Centers in the United States that was initiated by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security after the 9/11 attacks. Our Fusion Center, and now along with our RIC Center, have been working out of cramped office space at the department headquarters in Clayton. The ARPA money, along with the state match, will not only provide us with a fusion center, but will allow us for a new property control evidence receiving building, along with the possibility of a second precinct, as well as improvements at our training range. These are resources that overall will help us to better serve our citizens. I want to thank our county government and the state legislature for helping us in our effort to serve the citizens that they represent with the resources that they are providing to St. Louis County Police Department. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'll be really short. This is simply what happens when leaders come together and they work to uplift our region and our state. I'm proud to work with not only my colleagues in service, but clearly Councilwoman Shalonda Webb, our County Executive Sam Page, and our Mayor of Jennings here, Mayor Austin. They basically just gave me a call and said, hey, we want to address things that are really important and that's dear to our community, and that's public safety. We should be giving law enforcement all of the tools that they need to do their job at a high level. And it starts by making investments like we are now. I was proud to secure $23 million at the state level and to see St. Louis County not only provide that match, but provide their word to me as a state leader that they would work to do everything that we needed to do to address three important things. One, ensure that law enforcement has the tools that they need to do their job safely and effectively. Also ensure that we have the resources to address things that are really important like public safety. And then most importantly, to ensure that every resident in St. Louis County is safe, can walk out of their homes, eat, sleep, and play like they deserve. So proud to be a part of this. Looking forward to continued collaboration with local leaders. And again, this is a big day for St. Louis County.
Good afternoon, everyone. So first I want to say thank you to the county executive, to my the state senator, Mr. Brian Williams, and the mayor from Jennings, Mayor Austin, and our chief of police, Chief Gregory. This is once again an opportunity for the county has shown to our police department that we trust you, that we believe in you, and that we're giving you the resources that you need to provide community policing for our neighborhoods. And so with that, I worked with our council members. I want to thank all of our council members who supported this initiative, worked with the senator and the state representative, Mr. Plocker, for coming in to work with us to make sure that this was taken care of. I recognize all of our council members, again, us working across party lines to get what needs to be done for our county. And so again, I thank you. I thank Councilman Fitch. I thank Councilwoman Days. I thank Councilman Harder. All of us working together to make sure that we are working to push to push all of the county. I'm always North County focused, but to push all of our county forward. Again, we are one collective St. Louis County, and we want to work together to make sure that we provide the services and the public safety necessary so we can thrive. So thank you again, County Executive, for this opportunity, and thank you all for joining us.
Good afternoon. I'd just like to say this is a great example of building relationships and building partnerships. I'd like to thank the county executive, the county council members, our senator, Brian Williams, and all who have come together with helping and supporting public safety across our county. It takes all of us working together on one initiative. We know that there's a serious problem with it, but with these funds, we know that we'll be able to do much more that some small municipalities aren't able to do, but within St. Louis County, these funds will be used to help all of us across the county. And again, I'd like to thank you very much, all those that have made this come forward and to make us have a better and a safer community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there any questions? Doug? Anyone?
It's not about this specifically, but the reaction to the council not appropriating the county's share of what you would hope for the UMSL campus.
Oh, yeah, so there are other.
What will happen there?
There are other priorities in county government, and we do very much value our partnership with UMSL, and we'll continue those conversations we have more funds coming to the county. We'll go back and look at some of those other priorities and see if we can find a way to help. And we'll be talking to folks who were on the list of opportunities to help and did make it over the finish line. And UMSL's one of them. That's a very important partnership for St. Louis County. Okay, thank you. Of course.
All right, we'll get together on the meeting then.
I think you're supposed to sign. I think you're supposed to sign.